This one is part 6 of 7 in the Pattern Finding Brain series. Sometimes the learner isn't reacting to the road, they're reacting to us. And often nothing's even been said. I'll give you an example. On my very first driving test, I was one of those dreadfully nervous people and my legs were shaking so much. I stalled the car before I even got out of the test centre. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed the examiner kept tutting at me. It was almost constant. And then I noticed he was also shaking his head. It was an absolute nightmare. And all I could focus on was him tutting and shaking his head at me. My pattern-finding brain turned some random facts into a belief. And that belief was, he's furious with me. And it changed how I drove. Not the facts, my belief. Later, I realised he wasn't tutting at all. He'd been sucking a sweet, and I worked that out because he popped another sweet in. And also, he wasn't shaking his head at me at all. The poor guy had a Parkinsonism. He had a head trimmer. He couldn't help it. He just had a head trimmer. But in that moment, my brain filled in all the gaps with a horror story. And that's exactly what our learners do with us. Our silence, a sigh, sucking a sweet, an unconscious movement, a fidget, an unconscious facial expression. The brain turns all of that into a pattern. As driver trainers, we do not need to be perfect. We just need to be aware to make the invisible visible. So you might say things like, I've got a bit of a headache, so I might be a bit quieter than usual. Or if I'm quiet, it's because I want you to concentrate and I don't want to distract you. And my personal favourite is to encourage them to check in and ask you if they think there's something going on. If you're thinking something and not saying it, get them to ask you, is there something going on or am I just having a moment? Because once the uncertainty disappears, we, they, them, everyone's free to focus on the task of driving rather than the little things and making dreadful patterns out of something that's totally disconnected. Check out my YouTube channel because all the other videos are on there. I'll put the link in the thread below. Thanks for watching.